So but at the same time, there's also a lot of new things that wall jumping has incorporated into it, and it allows for different attack routes. So, but overall, it's going to play out pretty similarly. It's going to be a little bit easier to attack on. Definitely, it depends. A lot of defenders like to switch up their positions on this map. Leavzu is in a position where a lot of teams like to stick a defender, and then they'll usually have one guy up on the rail pad. Yes, right there. Fantastic does take him out. That was Fraskin on the rail pad, so that's a pretty standard spot for defense too. And then you're going to usually have someone playing back near the point, somewhere in the back of the map. So while the defenders are generally spread out, it's going to open up a little bit more of some attacking prowess if the attackers play well on this map. A nice shot right there onto Ezekiel from Fantastic, but it's going to be a one-on-one. This guy is in the open, but he misses that shot, and Leavzu finishes off Fantastic. So that was almost looking bad for 4Kings right there. They almost just lost that first attack round, and they really got to try to make something happen here. And Fraskin's going to be the one to try to do it. He misses that shot by 4 centimeters, so not a bad start for Fraskin. He's going to have to make something happen right here, though, for 4Kings.
Well, Leavzu hitting 3 rockets at the end there, really impressive play, but the start of the round was really sloppy for 4Kings. You saw that Dignitas was able to pick off those long shots. 4Kings not quite having the same peekaboo defense that Dignitas has. Fraskin goes down very quickly, running into Fantastic right around the wall there. So really nice shots by Fantastic, being able to pick him up. Dignitas NVC making his way in now, seeing if he can make something happen. Moving up to the second spot, for the attackers for Dignitas. So we'll see what he can do there. He had a really impressive attacking round the end of the last map, and just those quick shots. 4Kings kind of leaving themselves exposed.
Yeah, very true. And I like how NVC waited there on the ramp, and he's also waiting right here. I don't really know what he's doing. He's kind of just hanging out. Like, this is a very interesting strategy by MVC. I guess he's trying to wait for one of the defenders to come peek him, but nonetheless, his time is running out. He only has 9 seconds left. I don't know what's happening right here. MVC is just hanging out. That was very interesting by MVC. Maybe he's going to have to explain that one to me after the match. And now he's going straight for the goal, though, and there is only one defender there, and he almost gets it, so that was almost a clever play. We almost were going to say that was genius, but he didn't quite get it, and but nonetheless, that was a kind of cool strategy, because the 2 defenders for 4Kings were still just way far away from the point. And then he was able to just sprint to the point and only have 1 defender there to deal with him, really, while the other 2 defenders kind of tried to play catch up.
Yeah, and he was taking advantage of the playstyle that we've seen so far from 4Kings. They're not rushing that capture point at the very end. They're still leaving their guys out in the open. And so by taking so long, he actually baited them to kind of sit back a little bit, play a little bit, or try and see if they could find him, because they had no vision of him. He was able to rush down the point at the perfect time, almost make that happen. Ezekiel making his way in, 14-meter shot. They're actually zoned off of this point here. A 17-meter shot as well. There's only 1 defender left. He has 1 armor, but if he hits this would be huge. They need this attacking round. They're up 2-1 right now just because of the defense. So we'll see if Ezekiel can grab this.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Ezekiel. He's got 9 seconds left. He's going to try to get this first attacking round for 4Kings, and he's got 1 armor, 5 seconds. He's on the point. It's looking good for him, and he does capture the goal right there. So good job by Ezekiel there, getting the first attack round for 4Kings in this whole match. On the 3rd map, he finally gets one, and now we have Zacubus coming up through the middle here. And
they finally have tempo being on the first defensive side. Really great play, and that's exactly what they need. They need that momentum to keep themselves going, because if they, this is the last map potentially. This is match map, I guess you would say. But Zacubus making his way in. He does see some rockets coming off the top of him, so he might, maybe peek out, try and see if he can get a shot to the left. He does see someone's behind him. He just leaves him behind, goes for the quick shot on the laser pad, but now he knows the laser pad, they can't really maneuver quite as effectively as he can. So we'll see what Zacubus does, making his way to the right side, takes 2, 3 shots very quickly.
Yeah, he just got owned right there. That was within a second or 2. He got 2 shots from Leavzu and 1 from Fraskin. So 4Kings is looking a little bit better here, and now we got Leavzu coming up through the middle here, trying to make something happen for 4Kings to maintain this lead. And he's working his way to the left a little bit. Does take 1 spam rocket and another one. So he's down to 1 armor. He's kind of surrounded. They're going to close in on him and take out the Leavzu for the easy round right there.
Yeah, really nice job from Dignitas coming in from behind. And that's the thing that we've seen so far, is they're taking shots when they know 4Kings' back is turned, and they're able to catch him without that same vision. So Fantastic making his way in. Dignitas have to be pretty confident here, even down 1 attacking round against 4Kings, just because their offense has been so much more solid than 4Kings so far. But we'll see if Fantastic can make something happen. He's been unsuccessful so far. It's been all Zacubus and then a little bit of NVC as well. he does have Leavezu kind of zoned there, so if he could pick someone off or maybe just rush down the point at the last second, that could be huge.
Yeah, now he's down to 1 armor, so it's not looking too good, and Fraskin does take him out. But like you were saying, it's still somewhat early in this match, so Dignitas can't be, they can't be stressing too hard. They still are up 2-0 in maps, so they're still sitting pretty. But at the same time, 4Kings could be mounting a comeback right here. And now we got Fraskin here coming up the middle, trying to take a little bit of a high ground advantage on this defender here over by the fence, but it's not going to happen. He misses the jump by a little bit, and now he's actually looping back towards the spawn. He really wants that high ground right now, but again, he misses the jump, so maybe he's a little frazzled. I don't know. Either way, he's got an open shot right there. Misses by 1 centimeter. Oh my god, that was so close. And he does take out Fantastic, though, and he's got pretty good movement here. He's dodging these rockets that are very close, but nonetheless, we got Zacubus taking him out pretty easily there at the end, and now we got MVC.
Yeah, so MVC making his way in. Really nice defense once again from Dignitas. Just the quick laser. I was surprised he hit anyone. Dignitas, MVC taking 2 shots as he comes up the ramp. And usually you don't see people running into that rocket spam right at the beginning of the round. But that puts him back at a really big deficit here. And they are starting to get to the point where they need to be a little bit concerned about hitting some of these attacking rounds. But they have 2 more rounds with Zacubus, and he's been the star so far. MVC trying to make something happen, looking for that laser point.
Yeah, and he's kind of just hanging out here in the middle, trying to see if any of the defenders are going to make a mistake here, but he's only at 1 armor right now. He's got 10 seconds before the points open, so it's not looking too good. He does take an open shot there onto Leavezu, but Leavezu's rocket does finish him off.
So once again, attacking round 4 Kings. Ezekiel making his way in. He was the successful one earlier on, so he can see if he can make something happen. Picking off a rocket there just to defend himself a little bit, but we'll see if he can find anyone. Dignitas, they haven't been leaving very many openings, so just any pickoff would be huge for 4 Kings right now. Just being able to bring it into a 2-1 for that capture point.
Yeah, very true. Now Ezekiel's going up on the high ground over here, and I like this attack route. It's something that's different, and it's something that is allowed now that they have wall jumping in the game, and it's something that was added in beta 2, and I really do like it. It's different, and it allows him to get open shots like that. Now both these players are in the open, and he does pick off 1, but he gets hit by 2 rockets right there, so it's going to be 1 armor against 2 defenders. The point's about to be open, misses another somewhat open shot over there, but now he's up on the rail pad, but he has to make his way over towards the point, and both of the Dignitas defenders are positioned pretty well here. They got 1 on the point, 1 to the left, and he does get taken out right there by Fantastic.
Yeah, so nice round from Ezekiel, but it was kind of a risky play. Coming down, that death from above, they were able to pick him off. He tried getting the momentum on his way back down to the ground and just couldn't pick up enough. He was kind of a sitting duck in the air. So Zacubus making his way in now, and because he's really been the most success for Dignitas, he knows that he needs to either hit this round or the next round, but really there's a lot of pressure for this round to be it. Zacubus making his way back to the capture point. He's kind of in a dangerous spot now, so he's going to try and pick people off as they come around the corners. There is a nice spread from 4 Kings right now, but they have plenty of time, 10 seconds remaining before the capture point comes in, and they can maybe do 2 one side, 1 to the other, so it's all about timing when they come to try and grab him. That 30-meter hit, actually, so he sets himself up nicely, but goes down. So Zacubus, one of the few remaining hopes for Dignitas. There's just 1 more attacking round potentially for Dignitas, so we'll see what Leavezu can do here. It's looking really bad for Dignitas now.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them. I do like what Zacubus did there with at the start of the last round. He went through the tunnels. He realized that the 4 King defenders weren't playing at the top of that tunnel, so when that is the case, it allows you to go through that tunnel and kind of throw the defense off a little bit, but he wasn't able to take that attacking round, and it is really getting down to the wire right now for Dignitas. And Leavezu is going to just sprint towards the point, gets an easy shot right there onto Fantastic. And he has pretty good position now. He's got 1 defender potentially going around the right side and the other one stuck on the left. And he's just going to wait it out. He's on the point. He's got good position. The defenders are split. Now it's going to be all up to the Dignitas defenders to, coordinate their attacks and really try to make something happen here. And they do that pretty well. Zacubus was able to sneak up on the right side while Leavezu was distracted and land those 2 rockets right there. So very good. And now we got Fantastic up. He's going to take a little bit of time. He doesn't want to get hit by any spam. He's playing it safe. And here he goes. He misses by 35 centimeters right there. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, so Fantastic, one of only 2 attacking rounds potentially left for Dignitas here. So they need to either secure one on Fantastic or an NVC in the next round in order to, bring this back. But 4 Kings, they're looking for their first map. They're looking to bring it into a 4th map. Good shot from 4 Kings, and actually coming in from behind, so a couple of nice spam as he's backing himself into the corner. They do take him down. Really nice play from 4 Kings there. So waiting until his back is turned before taking some rockets, and that's something we hadn't really seen that much of before from them. They've been kind of taking frontal shots, and that's kind of been working against them.
Yeah, very true. Now we have Fraskin. He could win the match right here. So, you know, Four Kings looking good on this map. There's only been one attack round so far. Or excuse me, is it 2? Yes, no, it is only one. I was right. I don't know. I'm getting a little confused here, but nonetheless, we got Fraskin here. He's got 1 armor left. He takes 2 rockets from Zacubus, but is a 2-on-1, so he's looking in a somewhat decent position. He's got the defenders. He knows where they are, but he's still pretty far away from that point, so he's going to have to make his way towards that point as time ticks down. I guess he thought maybe someone was over towards the left, but no, that is not the case. Both of the defenders are now on the pole, and he's going to make his way towards it right now with 1 armor left.
Yeah, so Fraskin trying to get a shot. It is 2v1, but it's going to be really difficult for him with the spam that he has to face. He does go down, so it's 6-8 now. NVC, this is the last attacking round for Dignitas to turn it around, but if they get this, then it's going to be a quick three-point swing potentially if they win the next defensive round and send it into, you know, those tie-breaking matches. But we'll see what NVC can do. Going for the quick shot, barely misses Ezekiel in that back corner there. And one of the members, he has him zoned, and he's actually going for the really aggressive hit, 3-meter shot, and now NVC's in a great opportunity here to win this attacking round.
Yeah, this is all down to the wire right now for MVC. It's so close. He needs to win this round to keep his team in this map, and he's just waiting for that peak over there onto the point, and he's just being patient. He has plenty of time now. He knows where the defenders are, and he's just going to wait it out. And we've seen him do this once before on this map, and it almost got him a capture. But let's see if he can do it now as time ticks down to 5 seconds before the point is open. He's still kind of just hanging out, waiting for the peak. The defenders probably don't know exactly where he is, but now he's been spotted. Both the defenders are at good positions here onto the point. He has 10 seconds left before he needs to get that capture or kill both of these defenders, and it's not looking too good now. He takes 2 points of damage, and it's up to him. He's got 5 seconds left before he loses the map right here, and is down to the wire, and is 0. And they actually lose the map. 9-6, Four Kings takes their first map, and it makes it 2-1 in favor of Dignitas.
Yeah, perfect play from Four Kings, and you know, once they were able to get that 1 attacking round, they solidified their defense. They didn't give up those same attacking rounds, so you can kind of see why they're kind of going for these defensive maps. They recognize, all right, if we get 1 round, that's all it's going to take. That's all we need. 1 round against Dignitas, and we'll be able to take them down. So we are going to be going to Breach as the next map. Dignitas picks Breach, which is going to be a much more aggressive map, and that's going to be interesting to see what that kind of opens up for both of these teams.
Yeah, so we're going to see some Tarzan action right now, so that'll be fun. And, you know, hopefully these guys will open up their attack rounds a little bit more. We haven't seen too many attack rounds yet. It's been a pretty defensive-sided on all these 3 first maps, and it's looking like this is going to be a good one, though. This series is turning out into something pretty good after, you know, it could have been potentially a 3-0 right
It looked like a dominant, you know, victory potentially for Dignitas. They were just absolutely swamping Four Kings. Four Kings couldn't get anything going on offense. Dignitas' defense looked so strong. But, yeah, we'll see what happens here.